Welcome back to another episode of the Purpose Babe Show. I'm your host, Corie Clark. Thanks so much for tuning in. I wanted to share a quick little thought and story with you. If you listened to the previous episode, you will know or remember that I shared I am starting a 30 days of purpose challenge in January. And I wanted to hop on here and share with you why I'm doing it, and kind of where the idea came from and what my hopes are for it. So, and I know some of you know my story and I've shared it in different ways on different platforms, but I wanted to share how a 30-day challenge completely changed my life. Like, flipped it upside down in the best way, completely changed the trajectory of my life, my family's life, the lives of countless others. The amount of people that I have come to know or the people that have been impacted it literally is countless. I honestly have no idea. And so I really wanted to share this because, number one, if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this challenge, I don't know if I have the time, I don't know if it's right for me. If you're on the fence, like, you need to get off the fence, one way or the other. Either you don't do it or you do. And so I'm hoping that this will help you make that decision, because maybe it's not right for you. Maybe you're not ready to commit to something like that. But, and the other reason is, even if it's something you don't want to do, I hope that me sharing this inspires you to think outside the box and think, wow, maybe if I just did this one thing, for the next 30 days, what could happen? Okay, because a lot of people, they have these big dreams and visions and goals, and they're not willing to put in the work or to be disciplined or to create new habits. They have like beliefs about themselves, like, well, I'm not organized, or, well, I'm not an early riser, or I don't like to work out. Whatever it is that you say about yourself and that you believe about yourself, doesn't have to rule your life. So anyways, that's why I wanted to share this, because in 2014, I participated in a 30-day challenge, and it is what changed my life. And the challenge was, you had to choose one thing to work on every day. And you were supposed to spend, I think, 30 minutes a day or something doing this one thing. And there was a lot of people in the group, and we all were keeping each other accountable. But what happened was me going through that challenge, and what I wanted to do was be writing my book. And so I committed to writing every single day. And what I realized really quickly was that my life was chaotic, and I didn't have the time to be writing every day, which is silly, because anybody can find an extra half hour a day, right? There was still a lot I needed to learn about myself. This was 2013. This was before I wrote my book. This was before I had my business. And so anyways, so that 30-day challenge, that was the beginning of changing my thinking, of believing in myself, of looking at what things do I need to change about myself and about my life so that I can do the things I want to do. So there was a lot of days that I didn't complete the challenge, and I was bummed. And so I signed up for the next month challenge as well. And I decided that month challenge was going to be getting my life together so that I could do the things I wanted to do. So that next challenge was February 2014. And since it was February, it was a 28-day challenge. And each day I made little changes in simplifying our life. And that was what turned into the Simplicity Project, my book. And then my book got lots of readers and, people excited and feeling like they could actually accomplish something. And, there was a reason behind why they were simplifying their life. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to declutter and get organized. It was, no, like, let's create margin in your life so that you can live a life of peace and purpose. And as those people started, having breakthroughs and making changes and started asking me to make a planner. But you know what? If I had not done that first 30-day challenge, well, I certainly wouldn't have done the second one, because I wouldn't have realized there was things I needed to change in my life to continue on pursuing the purpose that I felt like God was calling me to. And if I hadn't done that second challenge, I wouldn't have had the content for the Simplicity Project. And if I hadn't written the Simplicity Project, no one would have asked me to make a planner. And if I hadn't made a planner and built a successful business, women wouldn't have been coming to me asking me for business advice. And then I wouldn't have had the Purpose Babe Society, and I wouldn't have had this podcast, and I wouldn't have had my mastermind. There's so many things that happened because I chose to participate in that 30-day challenge. And even though I did not finish the commitment the way I wanted to, I still made the commitment. I still showed up. I still made changes, and then realized what else I needed to do. And so that 30-day challenge at the very beginning of 2013 is truly what started me down this path, what led me to where I am today. And it hasn't been like all easy and perfect. There's been so many ups and downs, so many, especially over the last couple years. But I wouldn't change it for anything. And I'm so glad I made a commitment. I chose to sign myself up to say, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start going after what I feel like God is asking me to do. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful I did it. I'm thankful I didn't try to do it by myself. Most of these people that I did that challenge with, I'm still friends with or in contact with. And we all have that one thing in common, that we went through this challenge together and started businesses together and launched podcasts together and, started chasing dreams together. And I cherish some of those relationships so much, and I cherish that time we had together so much. And I am so thankful to God that I got put in that group, that I raised my hand and made the commitment, because I don't know where I would be today. I would say there is a 99.9% chance I would not be talking to you right now, and you wouldn't even know who I was. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful I made that commitment. So I hope that this encourages you in some way, shape, or form. If you're like, yes, I need some help, I need the accountability, I'm ready to commit, then sign up for my challenge, and if that's not right for you, if you are not the kind of person that wants to, be committed and go to that next level, that's fine. But I hope that this inspired you to think like, wow, what could I be raising my hand for that might completely change the path I'm on and might turn my life inside out, upside down, in the best way. Because you really never know. It's just those little micro decisions we make every day that can change our life. So I'm so excited for the women who've already registered and for the women who are about to register. We're going to have the best month together, and we're going to kick off the year with momentum and excitement and really help these women get aligned with their purpose, not so that they're just setting goals to set goals, but so that they're setting goals that are actually like lined up with what God wants for their life and helping them pursue that purpose He's given them and further the kingdom. And it's going to be amazing. So if you're ready to join us, you can go to 30daysofpurposechallenge.com. I'll leave the link in the show notes, like I said. And I've got a couple more bonus episodes dropping for you guys as well. And then I'm going to be off for the last 2 weeks of December, podcast wise. So you can catch up with me on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Let me know when you sign up for the challenge, because I love meeting who's going to be in there. And then we'll be opening up the exclusive, like, private group right before we start in January. So, all right. I love you guys. I wish you a very merry, merry, merry Christmas. I pray that you are safe and healthy and get to spend Christmas with the ones that you love, and that you cherish every moment, because we are not promised another second. So do what you need to do. Talk to who you need to talk to. Tell the people you love that you love them. And I will be seeing you in the new year. All right? I love you guys, and I mean that. And I'm thankful for you, for my listeners. I appreciate you. So if you have not yet, please subscribe and leave a rating and a review, and reach out to me on Instagram and let me know what you thought about the show. Love you.